Look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
John Birdie, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And here is Sosa to the plate. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, off to a good start.
balls,
He's
2
got to
strikes.
get the baseball, work quickly, and move the ball around. And that time, perfect pitch at the knees on the outside corner.
Ground ball up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's going to be Michael Harris II. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And down on strikes, and there's 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. In the dirt. Safe at second. And now a man into scoring position. Inside corner for a strike, and a count 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Lawler tossed to first, and that is that. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the hill, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, number 36. And a foul ball. And there's a foul ball. That's hard hit on the line. Abreu makes the play, and there's 1 down. 1 down. There comes Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody
Bellinger. This is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the major.
Men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
2-0. In the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards left center. Abreu makes the grab, 2 down. At the plate, Sammy Sosa. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And that's downstairs and outside. And that misses. Now 2-0. Sosa off of first with 2 away. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Abreu on the move, brings it in, and the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Ryan
Shota back to work. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. Big performance in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Goes down looking. And now it's Luis Garcia. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Shota measures 5 feet 10 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. One down, base is empty. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gets to it onto first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And a foul ball. No score here in the second. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And now it's Christian Walker. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Well, Boog, the story's been told that Yamamoto's bag of tricks is an actual bag that he carries around. Inside the bag, he keeps a yoga mat, wooden blocks, tiny soccer balls, and mini javelins. He uses all of that just for his warm-up routine.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Yamamoto's warm-up includes doing headstands and walking on his palms. He uses blocks to work on body positioning, hurls mini soccer balls into a wall to warm up his arm, and then heads to the field to throw mini javelins. I don't think anyone else is stealing his pregame routine anytime soon.
To first, leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Yeah, that's fouled off. Smoked on the ground a second. Whips it to Mountcastle, and Witt is out. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
That clips the corner. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up. And we're back. And here is Bobby Abreu. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.P. Crawford. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Another one. That's 5 straight
The
strikeouts.
third baseman.
John Birdie at the plate.
John.
Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Strike 2.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Lawler. That one outside. Ball 1.
Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength, an ultra-fast arm, and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
Whips it to Mountcastle. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. And the first offering is not close.
Nope, ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2-2.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Line drive, base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Out there to center. And it falls. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Bellinger stands in here, takes ball 1 low. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1 zip.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
2 on, 1 out. And that's down and away.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2
and
strikes.
It's 1-2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Flying to left his first time. That one misses. And now it's even 1-1. That one missed. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the last half of the third. That's off the mark. Ball 3.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to 1. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. Out of here. He shoots 1 out to right. And they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Now here is Christian Walker. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Bautista snags it, and that is the third out of the inning. Start of the fourth. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa.
Swings through that.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. So digging in, Michael Harris the second.
The center fielder, Michael.
Swings through the sweeper.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Way out front for strike two.
0-2.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2.
To the right side, Walker. And he handles it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Strike one. Comes up empty.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the fourth, and now Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
And that one pulled foul.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Next offering is in for a strike.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Mountcastle makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Anthony Santander. Caught looking his first time up. Out towards left center. Abreu sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Jordan Lawler. They say you win.
0-1.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Shota back to work. Up the middle. And that chance handled. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. And next is the designated hitter. Luis Garcia, 0 for 1 so far.
Garcia.
Ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and the first two set down to the top of the fifth.
The right fielder.
2 out, space is empty.
Jose.
And now the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll do it.
We gon' make it epic, epic, epic. We gon' make it epic, epic, yeah. We gon' light it up.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Samuel Basallo. Basallo measures 6 feet 4 inches, 180 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Got him swinging.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman. Swing and a chopper out to short. Crawford throws to first in time. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Number 35.
2 down, base is empty. Cody Bellinger getting ready to hit.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. Now 1-2. That's inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Tosses to first, and Bellinger is out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Bobby Abreu. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Wastes no time there. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. Well, these guys...
Runner on the go. Tap foul at the plate.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. It's 4-2.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Back to the top of the lineup. John Birdie digs in now. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0 balls, 1 strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Basallo down to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And now Edmundo Sosa, 1 for 2.
Sosa.
Fastball for a strike.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 strikes.
Just off the outside corner. And the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Basallo gathers, throws to first, and he's safe at first. One down. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, and they got him. On the ground to third. He's in there.
He's in there.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that misses. Ball 1.
Two-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Late on that fastball.
2-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2-2.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Shota checks over to first, and he's back. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning.
Joe Kelly taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
It's 0-1.
Kelly, a slender right-hander, cut on and lifted in the air. Bautista pulls that one down, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next offering in the dirt. And that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
2-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it.
What you got?
Crazy. He did not go around. Alvarez leads off first with 1 away. Pitch misses there, and the count now 2-0. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
2-1.
Hit in the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now batting, the
2
shortstop.
on, 1 out.
Bobby
Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
Jr.
Now fly ball to right center. Bautista flying after this one. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Both runners able to move up a base, so it'll be second and third with 2 gone.
Now batting,
Now it's the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Anthony Santander.
Santander.
In the air out towards right center. Harris after it. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out.
Funk up the place, just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the place, we're just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass. We about to go, what's about to happen, girl, you already know. Taking control.
And we're back,
Leading
top
off
of inning
for
number
Florida,
7.
the
And now the
first
first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
Mountcastle.
On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. And now the DH, Luis Garcia.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Makes the turn and heads for second.
No, he's safe.
Now here is
the right
Jose
fielder,
Bautista.
Jose Bautista.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Jordan Lawler. Grounds 1 to short. Crawford zips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's the catcher to hit, Samuel Basallo. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great
1 ball, no
contact,
strike.
you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Bobby Abreu. Shota back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Got him. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. He's already homered in this game. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Now it's going to be John Birdie bunting for a hit. Tying run at the plate. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. That's K number 15 in the ball game. He's really dealing. Edmundo Sosa will hit next. And there's a strike. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. On the ground to third. Lawler tossed to first. That's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 8th. Here's Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kelly, 36 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick. back in 2009. Harris has a beat on it, and there's one down. And now the right fielder, Sammy Sosa, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Popped up right side, Mountcastle. And it's caught for the out. Air Jordan steps in to take his hat.
Jordan Alvarez.
Pitch misses. 1-0. So they turn to their closer, Jimmy Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
2 down, nobody on. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Handles, throws to first, and they get the out on Alvarez. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. And now the center fielder. Michael Harris II.
Henley Jensen.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
That one the other way. Witt on to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. First pitch swinging. So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Luis Robert Jr. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Got him looking for the K. Now only 1 out remaining. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2.
Jansen is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And your final 4-2.
kiss away all your problems. Just sleep on the couch. I'll make my own lemonade. Then we go up the drive, through the door. Cut my hair on the kitchen floor. Back of mine, you're better off alone. So don't go breaking my heart. Just tear me apart if you're gonna leave me. Don't go breaking my heart. Just tear me apart. Take it or leave it. You're turning squares in a circle. Just sit it right up. Just shove it right in my face. You say, hey, what's your problem? Why you talking like that? Knowing I'll picture you leaving. You're not coming back. Up the drive, through the door. Cut my hair on the kitchen floor. Back of mine, you're better off with 1 love, 2 miles, a missed call, and a pretty boyfriend. Don't go breaking my heart. Just tear me apart if you're gonna leave me. Don't go breaking my heart. Just tear me apart. Take it or leave it. Don't go breaking my heart. Just tear me apart. If you're gonna leave me, I'll leave me. Don't go breaking my heart. Just tear me apart. Take it or leave it. This time goes. With it all to the side goes. With it all, this time goes. Up the drive, through the door. Cut my hair on the kitchen floor. Back in mine, I'm better off alone.
So bases all loaded up. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
Shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Check swing, no appeal. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
Right through there for a strike. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed.
I'ma stick to the mission statement. Yeah, let's get the paper. Somebody love it, hate it, no matter the situation. Everybody rich, someone who got nothing, and everybody broke. Whether spirit or funds, the American tell a lie. The dollar cover the flaws, the flow. The flow is covered by God. Told my city, hold on. The weather throwing me off. I'm in the city of lost angles.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And that one fouled off. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Went back to the fastball and a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. And ball one.
2 strikes.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first in time. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient.
Runner takes off. That one ripped. Lee giving chase. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. And here is Michael Conforto. 1 for 4 with a double. Hard on the ground to first. Takes it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Number 23, Michael Conforto.
And that's a base hit. Caught in a rundown now. And they tag him out. And fouled off. And it's strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bailey collects, fires to first. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. Inside, ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Yastrzemski puts it away. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the catch, inning over. One out, base is empty. Michael Conforto will climb in. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-2.
Next
Off the
pitch
plate,
is
ball
outside. Swing and a ground ball. Chapman over to first in time. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Texas going up against Florida. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And starting this one, Shota Imanaga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Marcus Semien, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Way high.
2 balls, no strike.
Out towards right center field. Suzuki makes the grab, one down. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Up the middle. Cruz on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Justin Crawford, the next to hit.
Justin Crawford.
Popped up. And that is foul. Crawford getting the start in center. Hitting third in the lineup. He's playing today in his home. Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the...
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, Tanner Houck.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Correa makes the grab, and there's one away. Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. One out, base is empty. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Shohei Ohtani stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Shota back to work. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Out to short. Cruz sends it to first and quickly 1 away in the second. Here's Carlos Correa.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And that one in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Snags it for the second out. 2 down, base is empty. Michael Conforto getting ready to hit.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
To the right side. Over to first. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soler hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Altuve brings it in. 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Cam Smith. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Swings through that one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two out, space is empty. Struck him out looking.
I'm just a simple man. Oh yeah.
Top half of the third inning, and here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That one down the line. Whips it to Mountcastle. Leadoff man retired here in the third. So up next, Dick Allen. High fly ball down the left field line. Reynolds gets under it. Makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Simeon at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. To third. Gets it to first.
He's out.
And Simeon is out. Third out. Set for the bottom of the third. Brian Reynolds here. Going away.
0-1's the count.
Next offering misses down and away. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runner on the move. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Reynolds gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hout picks over. Reynolds dives back in safely. And that's outside.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
3. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And here is Sosa to the plate. He'll tap at 0. Last of the third. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Hit weakly on the ground. Correa just got him, and he was burning up the baseline. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lifted in the air, right field. Soler gets under it. Drops into the glove, and that is the inning. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Altuve. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Late with the swing there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Suzuki settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away. Justin Crawford digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
4th inning underway, no score. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. In the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy. Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boo. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's 0 for 1. That one inside. And that is ball 1. Mountcastle measures 6 feet 4 inches. 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2015. Suzuki at first, one gone. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. O'Neal Cruz, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Check swing. No appeal. And the count even 1-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Runner on the go. Hit on the ground to the right side. Puts the tag on him leaving the box. And that's the 3rd out. New inning getting started. Now, Adrian Beltre.
The third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
Shota back to work. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
And here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to center field. And makes the grab. 1 down.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
Out to short. Cruz fires over to first. That takes care of Correa. And here is Michael Conforto.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Cam Smith. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, and a drop third strike leads to the first out.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Try to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2. Stays alive. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And no throw. He's into first easily.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Man at first, digging in, Edmundo Sosa. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
Ball 1.
Up and
Ball
in. 2-1. And
Ball
downstairs.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And now here is Michael Harris II.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
On the ground, Simeon. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. And we're back.
Leading
stepping in, Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting.
Dick Allen will hit next. Fly to left his first time. Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Raleigh down to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Here is Marcus Simeon.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Slowly on the ground to short. Cruz slings it across. Third out, and that ends the frame. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Ball 1 there.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soler gets under it, and he makes the catch. Then there's 1 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. There's the strike.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. Scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Breaking ball inside. And it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop.
So 2 down now, and here is O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 2 in this one. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and the batter now, Jose Altuve. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. And that is out of play. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
And just like that, the no-hitter is over. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Justin Crawford. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
The right fielder, number 12.
Next to hit, Jorge Soler.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And ball 1 to the right fielder. And it's even up.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now.
Now that's third baseman, Adrian.
And the batter now, Adrian Beltre.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Cam Smith. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Chandler, a 6'2" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup. And he occasionally uses a curve.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 2 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not
No
always
left
easy
fielder,
laying
number
off a
10.
3-2 pitch, and I'll tell you what, he earned that walk.
B-Ray coming to the plate now. 1 for 2. Misses again, 5 in a row. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Cal Raleigh now at the plate.
Catcher, Cal.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
That is upstairs for ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Calls it in, 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa.
And there's a foul ball. And that's a little bit high. And 1-1. Ground ball right side. Simeon slings to first. Inning over. And we're back. Now Correa up to hit.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Shota back to work. He was late there. Strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Outside low. 1-1. On a line. Puts it away for the out.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Conforto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next pitch is outside. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Fought off foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
And a good eye there.
That's inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hammered. Could be extra bases. Go ahead go-ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Just off the inside edge.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Correa. And they get Ohtani for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Ground ball up the middle. Correa tosses to first, and we stay tied as the inning ends. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Dick Allen. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
0-1.
Inside.
That's inside.
1 ball, 1 strike. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Now it's Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
And a swing and a miss there.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
The throw to first, and Semien is out. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
That one is upstairs. Hit hard, base hit. Base with a knock. So up next, Justin Crawford.
Justin Crawford.
And that one fouled off. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Tapped softly on the ground. Throws to first in time. And that is that. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, O'Neal Cruz. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bounced up the middle. Correa sends it to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
The third baseman,
and now
number 8,
Cam Smith. Yeah, that's fouled off. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through that.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ryan Reynolds. Swing and a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing
Now
around right
batting,
there.
catcher,
Just a cookie
yeah.
down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
At the plate, Cal Raleigh. And that will end the inning. And we're back on to extra innings. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler. Up the middle. Tosses to first. One away in the top half of the 10th. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Jimmy Garcia.
Now coming into pinch hit, Yohan Moncada.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Now the 0-1. And that one goes straight to the backstop. No advance, though. And a 1-1. This one in the air, right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Play at the plate. And they take the lead. And here comes Carlos Correa. 0-1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in extra innings. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
0-2 is the count.
The shortstop takes the ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss at 96. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We're in extra. Here. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Coming in as the pinch runner, Bobby Abreu. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Now at the plate, Michael Harris II. Tap foul at the plate.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, if he's gonna do something special right here, it's gonna have to happen with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now a chance for Seiya Suzuki. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1 is the
Hey,
count.
7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Just missed. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strom is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. So the tying run at second. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
would fade away, but I got more to say. Lord, they pray. Ow! Let me slip through. Why you tryna hold me back? I'm just tryna move up for a little more, this, little less today. Let me come through. I'm tired of being in the back. I'm just tryna move up for a little more, this, little less daddy, yeah. They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news. All day, all night. All right, all right. All day, all night. All right, all right. Oh, why? All day, all night. Oh, why? All right, all right. Oh, why? All day, all night. Oh, why? They tell me I was born to lose, but I made a good thing out of bad news. Look, it's 6 o'clock, I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No ride to work for the day. Second option, hop the bus, but it's a traffic delay. My boss, cause I'm running late, it ain't no excuse. When I'm about to be 22, without a whip, I can swoop. Feel like I'm finished my own dome with no escape. Zoning out, cause working out, I work what I make. My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich. Cause the husband's hustling. And I ain't touching nothing but a mic. 5 o'clock and off of work, ready to go home and write. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chillin' at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever, really soaking my socks. Kick my kicks off and took off my jacket. Roll my jeans up, beat up in my headphones, blast them. But started laughing while I'm splashing in puddles like the struggle. We dancing in the rain. Alright, I'm gonna try to do the same thing. Yeah, don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Sneak yours. Sneak yours. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Sneak yours. Sneak yours. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, cause he don't want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing. I say cool, but the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to make music when this depression exists. They say use it as inspiration. The best of them did. But I still see I can't handle this pressure for. And if you ask me, stress is a. My girl needs more attention and my record label's desperate for hits. Now cause I'm getting out the zone again. Makes me start to dread when I see a microphone. It ain't supposed to be like that. I said I'll be right back. I left the office, got a phone and called my partner Jack. And I asked him, remind me while I'm rapping. And right before he answered, I remembered my passion in the past when I was scribbling in my tablet to box out my mom and dad's scrapping to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times when I was homeless and the times when I was broke. And this music made a way when I was hopeless. He told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. Then he told me not to ask him again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Otters taking on the All-Stars. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, ready to go here. Leading off Michael Harris the second.
Center fielder, Michael Harris.
Fastball in for a strike, and that's how this game gets started.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
That's a ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Seiya Suzuki in the box now. No balls and a strike. In there at the knees.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That one way
no
outside.
strikes.
1-0. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
1-1.
Swings through that one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Cincinnati. And towing the slab in this one, Ubaldo Jimenez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. And that skips in the dirt. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Raleigh whips it to first. And Semien is out. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Jimenez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Fires to first in time.
A shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
Out towards right center field. Harris racing after it. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second.
Batting fourth.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And now it's Jake Brrr to hit. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate.
No balls, 2 strikes.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment.
Runner on the go. Ball misses.
1 and 2.
And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Runner goes again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Jeter stands at second with 2 gone. Jimenez checks the runner. And he dives back in safely. Runner goes again. They pitch
2
out.
and 2.
To third, tag, got him. Nice save on the offline throw as he makes the tag inning over. Back here at Great American Ballpark, top of the second. Now the third baseman, Cam Smith. Burns back to work. That one at triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one found hard the other way. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Bryce Eldridge. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dominguez puts it away for the out. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is outside. Pop up here, third base side. Pendleton right there to make the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Jake Brrr. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
And that's in the
1
dirt.
ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a miss at a slider.
No balls, 1 strike.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls,
1 out, base
2
is
strikes.
empty. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Here's Jason Hayward. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. And another ball.
That's low. That's a ball.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And they'll do it again. Next offering is downstairs. Fans another, and that's 3. On to the third inning. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Luis Garcia bunting, and it's in the air. Dives and makes the catch. Here's Riley Green.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking.
And they got him. Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2. Ball.
Just
That
misses
missed.
the
That's a
mark
ball.
outside the zone. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
All over that one right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Slap the other way, foul. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Runner takes off. Pitch is low.
Ball.
Throw
1-2.
there. Safe. That missed by a
2-2.
lot. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strikeout inning over. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1. Harris patrolling center field, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2019. And that just misses.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next offering upstairs. And he swings over the top there. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they get the out on Smith. So now the DH spot, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Just off the inside edge. And he chases that one below the zone.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line.
That one is absolutely belted. And gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. Now the number 2 hitter, Terry Pendleton. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the 3rd. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2. That's the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
He's got it, and a quick out number 1. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Dominguez makes the grab. 2 away now. And now it's going to be Cam Smith.
Cam Smith.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1.
0-1. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Off the mark there. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that is that. Back here in Cincinnati, the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
First
One
pitch,
ball, no
not
strike.
close.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2-0. Swings over the top of that one.
Still relatively early,
2-1.
but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Hauls it in for the out. Jake Berger getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Number 24.
Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 1 so far. A swing.
0-1.
In the air, left side. Green settles under it, makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Hey, hey, now, haven't you heard? It's a brand new day. You can't bring me down, I'm on top of the world. So chuck it on my way. Like a butterfly cruising in the sky. No, you can't touch me.
Ready now for the
Leading
5th
off
inning.
for
And here's the
Florida,
first baseman, Bryce Eldridge.
Eldridge.
Burns back to work. Hard hit left side. The throw to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Now here is Cal Raleigh. Flied out his first time. A changeup missing, and it's 1-0.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Strike one.
Love to see it. Power versus power
2-1.
right there.
Fouled off left side. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Smith gathers, throws, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Now batting.
Now it's the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Back here at Great American Ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Hayward.
That one missing inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second.
0-1.
Jimenez checks the runner, and diving back is Hayward. Runner takes off for third. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. But they won't have a play as he takes first on the drop third strike.
Now batting.
Will Smith to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Smith.
And a swing and a miss.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Suzuki running hard for it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Squirts away a little bit.
Two and two.
This one in the dirt. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Smoked in the left, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And a pitch. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
The batter.
Here is Marcus Simeon. Gold opportunity right here.
Timeee.
First offering misses badly for ball one. And that one fouled off. Hayward at third. Harris on second. Smith over at first with one away. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Next offering is in for a strike. That one almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Next to so they turn to their closer, Jimmy Garcia.
And he comes on in a close game with a pretty big mess to clean up. He's going to have to make some great pitches the rest of this inning to keep him in it.
Garcia, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. High fly ball out towards left center. Green makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead by 4. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. 1 for 2.
Derek Jeter.
And a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Garcia.
Up the middle, Jeter whips it to first on the run.
No, you beat it.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley.
And here is
Green.
Riley Green, a single his first time. And there's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. You know, this group of hitters need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
One out. Runners at first and second. On the ground left side. 6, 4,
He's up.
3 double play. And the inning is over. Bottom of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Jake Brrr.
The first baseman, Jake
Garcia goes 6'1", 230 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And the sweeper
1-1.
misses. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
The count.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Raleigh down to first with it. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Jason Dominguez, the next to hit. 0-2 in this one. That misses the zone.
Down.
Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. They say you win.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that
2-2.
skips in the dirt. That one hit to right. Suzuki. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. And now Jason Hayward. And that one fouled off. Two outs. And that one
That's
misses up and in. And the count is 1-1.
1-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. That one not close. And the count's even at 2. That's down and in.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Struggled a little bit in this one.
Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Hayward off of first with 2 away. Foul ball. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Runner.
There goes Hayward. Look out.
That hit him.
That fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The catcher.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. And a foul ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. And that'll do it. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
The 0-2. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Smith, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. And that is out of play. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Breaking ball inside. 1-2 to count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the DH, Brenton Doyle. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
That's to third. Tosses across to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Marcus Semien will hit next. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. And ball 1.
1-0.
And there's a foul ball. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now, Derek Jeter, 1 for 3. That misses, and that's ball 1. Runner on the move. In the air, right field. Suzuki coming on. Long run, tracks it down. Back here in Cincinnati, and here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Hit on the ground to short. Jeter. First out in the top of the 8th. So up next, O'Neal Cruz. On the ground, Semien. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Swings through that one for strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball right side to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Great American Ballpark, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Jake Burger. Dominguez back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Been a pretty rough game at the plate for him so far. A bunch of strikeouts, so that felt good, I'm sure. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Stepping in, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
In the dirt.
1-1.
Move to second.
No,
Brrr back
he's
in
in
on a
there.
dive. He's trying for third. Cut out and missed. And the throw
1-2
out
to
at
count.
third. Started to go to 1-2. A check on it to third. And he went around. That's ruled a swing.
Now batting, the right
So
fielder.
2 down
Big
now.
Fred.
And here is Jason
Hayward.
Hayward. That one hammered center field. Back there. And it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. And now here is Michael Harris II. And that's a fair ball. Two outs, runner at first. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
0-1.
That one a little bit
That's up. That's
high.
a ball.
Ball one. On the ground to third. Throws to first. That's the inning. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
Green. Now pitching, Jeremiah Estrada.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Estrada, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Sends it across to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So digging in, Michael Harris II. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Fly ball down the line. Dominguez towards the line. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You bohemian haters. This fakers. You gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers come around and catch the vapors. While I'm my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres. You immigrants.